Canelo, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. How have you been?
Been, I'm being good.
Um,
You?
I've been okay. It's I'm curious, coming into this trilogy bout, I guess that makes things a little bit different since you've seen the same opponent twice. How many times have you gone back and watched the 2017 and 2018 bouts with Triple G?
How much times?
Mhm.
So just watch all my fights twice, and that's it.
Looking at those fights one and two, do you feel differently about the first fight and the second fight? Do you feel the same way about them, or do you see one is more beneficial than the other?
I think the second one is my best game plan. That's the game plan I need to do in this fight.
Talking about strategy, I mean, he's obviously a top tier opponent, a champion. When you think about how you see this fight going in your head, do you see it going in a similar way to the second fight, or what do you see changing in this fight?
Yeah, similar than the second fight, but I feel more strong, more mature in the ring. So that's gonna make a difference.
And talking about how you feel stronger and more mature, when you look at him over the last few years, do you see like there's been a dip in his abilities? Do you see that he's gotten weaker, or do you think he's the same strength as he was before?
I think he's strong. I think he's strong, and I don't know. I need to fight him, and then I can ask the question. But like I say, I don't care if the same guy or no. I'm gonna prepare myself for the best Golovkin. If not, I don't really care. He's my opponent right now, and I'm just wanna beat him.
It seems that with some of the comments made that you seem to respect him as a fighter, but you also said that he's maybe not the nicest person. When you don't like another fighter personally, does that change the way that you fight at all?
Ask plan, Caleb plan. So it's just different. I train in different mindset, and I just use my anger for in my favor, of course. And I mean, I just wanna train like never in my life.
When you talk about kind of Caleb Plant and kind of, I think the tie that binds is people that have pissed you off. Would you say that they've both kind of equally angered you, or are
I
you
think
feel?
Golovkin a little more.
Mhm.
Think Golovkin a little more because Caleb Plan, he's like a person who tell you what he thinks and who tell you the truth, right? And
Mhm.
Golovkin, he's trying to pretend be other person, and he's not. He don't have balls,
Mhm.
so I hate that kind of people more.
Going back to the Bivol fight, when you sat down and you watched that fight, was there? I know they're two different opponents, but is there anything from that experience that can help you coming into this fight?
Every fight, I learn from every fight, and I watch my mistakes I made in the fight, and of course, I'm gonna go in the gym and I'm gonna fix my mistakes.
Something that you told me the last time we talked, and you told me that, hey, I want a challenge, and you look for opponents that give you a challenge. Not looking too far ahead in the future. Obviously, this is a big challenge. He's a fantastic fighter and a fellow champion. Kind of thinking about your future, do you see life at super middleweight, light heavyweight? Is Bivol still on your mind? Where
Yeah,
would you like to go?
I just have two fights in my mind right now: Golovkin and Bivol rematch with Bivol.
Mhm.
So that's the only two fights I have in my short future.
Well, Canelo, thank you so much for the time. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and best of luck come September.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
care.